Hello, everyone, and good evening or good morning or whatever time you're listening to this. My name is Cami Bear. This is Essential Oils 101, and we're going to be going over the basics of essential oils, how to use them, what are they, everything that you would need to know. I'm doing this for Courtey and her oily group. So if you have any questions after this call, feel free to contact me or Courtey, and we would love to help you and support you. Okay. This is my family. That is my husband, Kevin. We've been married for 9.5 years. My husband is a pediatric wellness chiropractor. I'm very proud of him and the work that he does for our community. We have 3 boys, Jackson, who is 6, Bentley is 4, and then Quinn, he is my rainbow baby, and he is 15 months old. We decided to embark on this wellness lifestyle when my middle child was about 5 months old. We started learning more about nutrition, which ultimately led to a paleo lifestyle for us. But one thing was missing. We felt like we were making good strides towards wellness. But then, it was kind of like I didn't have an option for like when my son was teething and he was screaming in the middle of the night. I wanted to look for a natural remedy for him versus Tylenol or Motrin or whatever there is out there today. And so I kind of came across essential oils because I became very ill myself. I was pregnant with my 3rd child, and a friend of mine suggested thieves oil. And during this time, I was having a lot of pressure in my face, and I'm assuming there was some kind of sinus infection going on. And being pregnant, I didn't want to take any medication. And so my friend reached out to me, and I bought thieves oil. I was very uneducated about it. I didn't know what I was doing. She told me what to do, so I applied it to my sinuses and on the bottom of my feet. And when I woke up the next morning, it was gone. And I was very, very surprised. And, being who I am, I just chalked it up to a fluke. But what happened next was it didn't come back, and I was having an issue of this infection kind of reoccurring because my immune system was just shot at this point. But it never came back. So I was sold on thieves. A little later on, I had a doula friend who told me that she had a kit. She was kind of cleaning out her inventory, and so she asked me if I wanted to buy one. So I bought a kit. Once again, not educated at all, and so that kit just sat on my shelf. And I remember my husband coming home saying, what are these oils and what are we doing with them? And I just look at him like, I don't really know. I don't know what they do. I'm not sure. And then later on, I met a wonderful person at the homeschool convention who she was referred to as the oil lady. And I was just getting into them, and she kind of took me under her wing and taught me everything I know. And she has been my support and my team member, and it's just been great to be on this oily journey with her. Okay, so what are essential oils? Essential oils are aromatic liquids distilled from plants. They can be distilled from the flower, the stem, the root, the vine. They are extremely complex in nature. These compounds are ever-changing. So they are made up of hundreds of chemical compounds. And those chemical compounds change based on the soil, the amount of sun, the amount of rain. So no resistance can be built up to these oils because of those ever-changing compounds. And that is why Mayo Clinic uses Young Living's lemongrass to combat MRSA in their hospital. Essential oils are extremely concentrated. And if you read the purple box, it says 5,000 pounds of rose petals are required to produce 1 kilo of rose oil. That's pretty amazing. So a little bit goes a long way when you use essential oils. Why essential oils? Essential oils bring true healing, and what I mean by that is, let's say you have a terrible cold, so you take NyQuil. Does that NyQuil heal? No. A NyQuil will mask the symptom and make you feel better, but then when the medicine's out of your system, you're still going to feel very sick. Essential oils bring true healing. When you put it on, it'll start working at the cellular level, and it'll start the healing process. So not only will you feel better, but you know that your body is beginning the healing process. Essential oils strengthen immunity. There are 2 oils in the premium starter kit, Frankincense and Thieves, that are great immune boosters. I use this personally at a family Christmas when a family member came with a terrible, terrible cold and cough, and I had a 5-month-old baby. So I was literally every 10 minutes swiping the backs of their necks, hoping that they would not get this illness, especially around Christmas time when there's lots of sugar and stuff, immune systems are suppressed. But thankfully, honestly, they never got sick. And I'm not saying that if you use oils, you're not going to get sick, because that's not true. That's impossible. But oftentimes when you use essential oils and you use those immune fighters, the cold won't be near as bad, or even the duration will be a lot shorter. Essential oils, no allergic reaction and side effects are rare. Now, I'm sure there's a lot of people thinking right now, well, I am allergic to lavender. I'm allergic to whatever oil. It's not possible. I'm going to tell you now, it is not possible. Scientifically, it is not possible. So for those of you who get a headache or a rash or nausea or whatever you get with an essential oil, you might want to look into a detox reaction, because it can happen. Think about the society we live in today. We have pesticides going in our fields. We have pesticides on our food. We're putting lotion on our skin that is just full of carcinogens, totally toxic, shampoo, cleaning products. We live in a toxic world. So what happens? What happens when all those toxins are in your body, or are on your body? You're eating them. Not all of them leave. So when you put an essential oil on your body, it brings true healing. It is working at the cellular level. So if there are toxins in your skin, it's going to bring them out in some form. Most likely. It doesn't happen to everybody, but some people get rashes, nausea, headaches, whatever. And that is a very, very good possibility that it may happen. And I just want you all to know that it could happen. It's not something to be scared of. Absolutely not. Would you want those toxins in or out? I'd much rather have them out. But it's just something to be aware of. There is no resistance, and we did talk about that. And also, essential oils work. In the green box, you can see the www.oil/testimonials.com. This is a great resource. I recommend you writing this down. You have to set up an account, but you can look through over 8,000 oil testimonies on that website. Okay, why Young Living? Because there's lots of oil companies out there. And here's what I'm going to recommend. I recommend you doing your own research. That's what I did. That's why I chose Young Living. That's why a lot of people choose Young Living. The Young Living is a 20-year world leader. For 20 years, they've been the world leader. They have established farms, established distilleries. They are the only company in the entire world to practice seed to seal. For those of you that don't know what seed to seal is, it's very simple. It's, from the time they plant it to the time they harvest, distill, it's sitting at your table. They oversee the entire process. What's really amazing to me is how they hand-pick the seeds that they're going to plant to go in the essential oil. They pick the best seeds that they possibly can. And so it's an amazing process. They're the only company in the entire world to do this. Young Living practices sustainable farming. They have amazing customer service. They're amazing to deal with. I just called them today. We had someone whose order didn't go through properly, and I was able to get a response. And then they have amazing integrity. Young Living will not sell you something that does not meet their standards. So if they distill and it doesn't meet their standards, they're going to dump it out. They will not give you a bad bottle of oil. And let's talk about integrity. Young Living essential oils are certified Young Living therapeutic grade, which signifies Young Living's commitment to going above and beyond industry standards. The FDA regulations for essential oils is extremely low. Basically, you can walk into a store and it can be labeled 100% organic essential oil, but only 5% of that bottle has to be an essential oil. The rest of it can be synthetics and fillers. Yeah, that's kind of amazing. So something to be aware of. And you want to read labels too, like, is there an expiration date? Young Living oils do not have an expiration date. What does it say about coming in contact with your skin? Because some oils will say do not put on skin. So make sure you read your labels and kind of know the company and what the company is all about. Okay, statements made in this presentation about Young Living essential oils have not been evaluated by the FDA. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Anyone suffering from disease or injury should consult their physician. If you are currently on medication, do not stop taking it without first consulting your healthcare provider. Disclaimer, yes, we must have those. Okay, how do you use essential oils? Well, there's 3 ways. The first way is inhaling. If you see the picture at the bottom, that is a diffuser. It's Young Living's home diffuser, and that comes in the premium starter kit. When you diffuse, it kicks out cool air. And that's important because if it was to use hot air, it could possibly kill some of the healing properties of the essential oil. This diffuser will run for about 2 to 3 hours, and it will automatically shut off when the water runs out. I have a lot of people ask me about humidifiers. Can I stick my oils in a humidifier? I'm going to say no, and here is why. One, a lot of them use hot air, and then also the plastic parts are not made for essential oils where diffusers are. You can inhale from your hands. A lot of people who are stressed will put a couple drops in their hands or having trouble sleeping, and they'll inhale directly from their hands. You can inhale directly from the bottle like the lady's doing in the picture. You can also use hot water, and I know I said hot water kills the healing properties, but oftentimes, like if you have congestion or whatever and you're just looking to clear it out, you can put peppermint or any menthol oil and kind of clear out your sinuses that way. And air vents is a great way to get oil circulating in a van or car, or even if you're at a hotel room. You can just put a couple drops on the tissue and let the oil circulate that way. And then in the green box it says, essential oils stimulate the portion of the brain which processes emotional experiences, making them an effective tool in emotional healing. So not only is it good for physical healing, it's also good for emotional healing. Apply. That's the second way you can apply them. You can apply them on location. There is something called the raindrop technique, and that is where specific oils are applied down the spine and on the VitaFlex points of your feet. If you're new to a VitaFlex, it's an amazing tool. There are lots of nerve bundles on the ends of the feet. So oftentimes, like with babies, we just do VitaFlex points. Or I have a friend whose son has asthma, and if he's like having an attack, she'll just go ahead and apply the oils directly to the feet because it gets the oils into the body very quickly. You can use a compress. That water oil repel from the compress will drive the oils in quickly. And then a bath. What we do in our house is healing baths. So depending on whatever, if we want an immune booster bath, or we want a sleepy time bath, or a congestion bath, I will kind of modify the oils. You want to make sure you put about a half cup of Epsom salt in the bath. Otherwise, the oils will just kind of stay on top. The Epsom salt will allow for dispersion of the oils. And then massage as well. Essential oils placed anywhere on the body are transdermal and can reach every part of your body within minutes. 6 to 21 minutes, an essential oil will hit every cell in your body. That's pretty amazing, really. Okay, you can ingest essential oils. For those of you looking to ingest and looking to buy capsules, there are different recipes for like morphine bomb, allergy bomb, and a lot of people just prefer to take it in a capsule. You can do that. I'd recommend buying WHOLESALE. You can order them on Amazon, and even Young Living has their own capsules. You can ingest them by putting them in a beverage. I drink lemon and peppermint in my water every day. If you're just starting out, please start with 1 drop. It is kind of potent if you're not used to essential oils in your water. You can also put them in syrup, like for cough or sort of type thing, just put a drop or 2 in syrup or honey and take it that way, and then cooking. This is a new thing that I have just recently started doing. I was making almond butter the other night, and I was making a huge batch. and it called for nutmeg and clove, and I did not have them. But I had nutmeg and clove essential oil. So I put a couple drops of each in, and it turned out amazing. I also put some in hot cider recently to kind of spice it up a little bit. So, and then I ingest only Young Living essential oils, which are certified, generally regarded as safe, or food additives by the FDA. So, yes, you can ingest Young Living essential oils. Some precautions. There are some precautions. You want to be aware of skin sensitivity, and oftentimes I think of babies and kids, and I just recommend diluting. And what I mean by diluting is you can use a carrier oil with your essential oil. A carrier oil is a fatty oil such as coconut oil, olive oil. They've got walnut oil, avocado oil, whatever you choose. You want to go ahead and dilute. For those that have sensitive skin, you can look on the bottle if you're looking for a dilution ratio. There are a lot of rule followers that like, the black and white. Please tell me how to do this type thing. So just look at the back of your bottle. Like these will say dilute 1 to 5 drops, and you can go ahead and dilute that way. And just apply to the feet if you're worried about any skin sensitivity at all. You want to keep out of the eyes and ears. Of course, we don't want essential oils in our eyes that would burn. We want to keep out of the ears as well. When it comes to the menthol oils like peppermint, we want to be aware of the fumes as well. We don't want to get it too close to our eyes because the fumes will burn as well. I had a friend who just loved her oils, and she so wanted her husband to love them too, and her husband had a headache, so she just applied peppermint like temples, forehead, nose, wherever, and he ran into the bathroom to kind of wash them off. But what does that do? That water oil we sell will just drive the oils in. So it was uncomfortable for a little while. If that ever happens, you need to use a fatty oil, coconut oil, whatever. I have accidentally gotten oil into my baby's eyes, or actually I put it on him and then he touched it and then he wiped his eyes. And I literally just took a glob of coconut oil and just smeared it on his eyes to bring him some relief, and it was very effective. And then as far as ears go, you can go around the ear. You can also put drops of oil on a cotton ball and do it that way too. Photosensitivity. The citrus oils are photosensitive. So the lemon, lime, orange, joy has a lot of citrus in it as well. You can burn easier, and it can also cause some darkening of the skin as well. So something to definitely be aware of if you're going out in the sun. Keep out of reach of children. I'm not concerned if they would get in the oil. I'd be more concerned if they spilled my oil. But okay, and then storage. You want to store it properly, which is not in direct sunlight, out of excessive heat and excessive cold. And Young Living oil will last your lifetime if stored properly. And then we did talk about this, but essential oils may react with chemicals from personal care products that remain trapped in the skin. I think it's very important to maybe reiterate that a little bit. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the individual oils in the premium starter kit. A lot of people ask me, why do I need to buy this kit or whatever? You will notice if you go to Young Living's website that there are hundreds of oils. It is so hard to know where to start. So Young Living gave us the starting spot. These oils are oils that I literally buy when I run out. I still use them. I cherish these oils that come from this kit. So the first oil we're going to talk about is lavender. And lavender is great for seasonal discomfort, those itchy eyes, wheezing and sneezing. Lavender is great for that. Lavender is also good for wound care. In fact, in my home, I keep a jelly jar, a 4-ounce jelly jar that you can buy at Walmart, Meijer, Kroger, wherever. And I put organic coconut oil in, 5 drops, about 2 tablespoons of organic coconut oil, 5 drops of lavender, and I mix it and I make a paste. And I call this my multi-purpose salve. And we use it for wound care, skin conditions, and burns. I use it as a diaper rash as well. It is very effective at healing those things. It's great like when your kids come in and they're cut, just to have something pre-made and get it on them and begin the healing process. I actually recently, with my lavender, I cut a good chunk of my finger off with a cheese grater. It was pretty bad. I applied 2 drops of lavender, went upstairs, brushed my teeth, came back down, looked down, and the wound had totally closed over within 20 minutes. Crazy. Yeah, lavender is great for wound care. Lavender, on the flip side, is also great for stress. It's great for sleep issues. I think a lot of people associate lavender with sleeping. And then blood pressure. If you are taking blood pressure medication, lavender will bring a balance. So you want to take the medication, wait an hour, and then put lavender on. Studies have found that inhaling lavender reduces depression and mental stress, increases alertness, and improves cognitive performance. The next oil we are going to talk about is peppermint. Peppermint is great for digestive support. So whether you have, probably an issue with looser stools or you are not able to go, one thing to know about essential oils is it will bring a balance. So it'll hit both ends of the spectrum. Peppermint's good for sinus congestion. It is great for inflammation of the joints. It's good for headaches. A lot of people put a drop of peppermint on their thumb and stick it to the roof of their mouth to help alleviate headaches. Peppermint is good for fevers. Now, I say this with caution. I think in today's society, we're all about breaking the fever, okay? I want you all to remember that fevers are an amazing thing that God gave us to help our bodies fight off infection. So the great thing about oil, though, is it won't take away the fever, but it'll oftentimes just bring it down to a more comfortable level for you or for your children. Peppermint is great for weight loss. It is a known appetite suppressant, so a lot of people will put a drop of peppermint in their water to kind of curb their appetite. And then peppermint is great for mental acuity. Research suggests that peppermint may be just as effective as acetaminophen in relieving tension headaches. Lemon. Lemon's great for UTIs. It supports the circulatory system. It aids in healthy immune system. It's great for cleansing. It's uplifting. Weight loss. It kills the petrochemicals in your body. It's also great for sore throat, digestion. You know, when I think of lemon, I just think of it as like cleaning me out. Lemon is very, very alkaline. It'll bring your body to a more alkaline state. And in today's society, we have a very acidic diet. So I'm all about bringing my body to a more alkaline state. Lemon is high in the compound limonene, which has been found to reduce cancerous tumor growth. So that is why I'm all about drinking lemon in my water. And then also lemon is a good goo gun. I know it's really random, but if you're having trouble peeling off stickers and stuff and you don't want to use toxic goo gun, you can go ahead and use a lemon essential oil. Frankincense is my favorite oil out of the entire kit. This is an oil that I cherish. It is the healing oil. It was once worth more than gold. Jesus was given frankincense, so it must have been precious. If it was precious to Jesus, it should be precious to you, and it's certainly precious to me. Frankincense is a healing oil. It aids in respiratory health, supports healthy vision. It is immune stimulating. This is an immune stimulant. It is great for abnormal cell growth. It is also good for blues, stress, and despair. This is another one that's good for skin health. So if we've got a really bad rash or a really bad cut, and I have that multi-purpose salve in my kitchen with the lavender in it, I will add a couple drops of frankincense to kind of help with the healing process. Frankincense is just good for inflammation of the joints and inflammation in general. The root of all disease is inflammation. So I love this oil and I love what it does. But frankincense has been found in studies to induce cancer cell death. Okay, Valor. This is our first blend. The other oils we went over were just single oils. Frankincense is frankincense, lemon is lemon, and Valor is a blend. It's a blend of rosewood, spruce, blue tansy, frankincense oil, and almond oil. Valor is known as the chiropractor in the bottle. It has a tendency to relieve a lot of tension along the spine. if you get adjusted by a chiropractor and you want to hold that adjustment a little bit longer, I would suggest putting Valor on, and it'll help hold an adjustment. In my husband's office, he does these scans where he scans the spine. He sees where the misalignments are. It also documents the tension along the spine as well. Someone recently did the scan, put Valor on, waited 30 minutes, and did the scan again, and I showed it to my husband. And while the misalignments were still there, the tension to the nervous system was severely reduced. Valor is also good for headaches. I know that's not on the slide, but if you notice, like Peppermint's good for headaches, Valor is good for headaches. It's good to note that not everyone will respond the same way to every oil. So someone may respond really well to Valor for headaches, another one may respond better with Peppermint. So that's why I love the Everyday Oils collection. You can kind of just see what works best for you and your kids. Valor is also good for emotional strength, that it brings balance. It assists in focus for those kids that are a little hyperactive and have trouble focusing. I like to use Valor. I'm a home educating mom. I like to use Valor 30 minutes before school, and then we'll sit down, and it really aids my son in focusing. He really has issues with that. Valor also supports bone, joint, and cartilage function. Okay, the next one is Peace and Calming. Peace and Calming is a blend of blue tansy, patchouli, tangerine orange, and ylang-ylang. This smells heavenly, I think. And someone once told me at a class, I think this smells like an old man. So now I can't get that out of my head, but I think that this smells very good. My husband uses it. If this gets close to empty, he is telling me, and he wants me to order more. Peace and Calming aids in sleep. It's great for teeth grinding because of the relaxation, snoring. So wives, get out your Peace and Calming. Rub it on your husband's feet. He doesn't have to know anything about it. Peace and Calming is also good with fear and minor anxiety. It's also good for the blues and stress. This is another one that aids in focus. For those hyperactive, focus challenged children, Peace and Calming may work very well for you. And then also good for high blood pressure. Now, a little disclaimer about Peace and Calming. On some individuals, Peace and Calming is not Peace and Calming. It kind of has an adverse effect. And I like to tell people this, especially for the mamas who have had a rough day and think Peace and Calming is going to solve all their problems. You just probably want to try it out and see how it works for you and your little ones. Oops, went the wrong way. Okay, Thieves. Thieves is a blend of cinnamon, clove, lemon, rosemary, and eucalyptus. This is known as the cold and flu oil. So if you have cold and flu going around your house, or you're trying to prevent or whatever, I would bust out the Thieves oil. That's what I do for my family. Thieves is a great immune support booster. Thieves is also good for sinus congestion. It's great for airborne bacteria too. One study found a significant decrease in airborne bacteria after diffusing Thieves for only 10 minutes. So if you have illness going around, I would be diffusing Thieves. Also, Thieves is great for sore throat. How often do we, as humans, our first sign of illness is in our throat? I know I've asked a lot of people. That's like my first sign. Like, I think I'm getting something. My throat hurts just a little bit. Now, Thieves is going to taste awful. I'm going to be straight up with you. It's going to be awful. You're going to put it in. It's going to be terrible. But one thing I love is it just kind of takes care of it. It takes care of it. And you want to make sure you apply it often. Whether it's on your throat or inside. I like to put it inside. The clove kind of has a numbing agent in it. But one thing I want to make you all aware of is an essential oil will last full strength in your body for 10 minutes, and after that it starts to taper off. So if you're actively fighting off an illness or you think you might be getting sick, I would hit it hard. Do it every half hour. Do it every 10, 15 minutes if you can. Just really hit it hard and give your body a fighting chance. Thieves is also good for, we mentioned cold and flu. It also supports gum, teeth, and mouth. I recently purchased their toothpaste and mouthwash. I was having issues with bleeding of the gums, and at first I chalked it up to just being pregnant, but then I had them, and it still wasn't going away. And the Thieves mouthwash and toothpaste have really taken care of that for me. Purification is a blend of citronella, lemongrass, lavender, melaleuca, rosemary, and myrtle. Purification is great for cuts and scraped, insect bites and stings. Insect repellent, just this summer I made my own insect repellent, and I'm currently using it as a Febreze in my home because purification naturally kills odors and is a lot less toxic than Febreze. Purification is also great for skin conditions. It is amazing for my family. It does amazing things for coughs. If I hear a cough coming along a little bit, I'll just diffuse in their room at night, and it kind of helps calm that. Purification is good for yeast overgrowth in the body, and it's also good for supporting eye and ear health. Lemongrass has been found to be extremely effective against MRSA, and lemongrass is in purification. So heaven help me if I would ever be in a hospital, I would be diffusing purification like a crazy person. Okay, PanAway. PanAway is what we call like the Advil ibuprofen of the bunch. It's a blend of helichrysum, wintergreen, clove, and peppermint. It's very much that icy hot smell, which you would think of. PanAway increases circulation. It's great for pain. I recently had one of my husband's patients come to me. She needed knuckle replacement surgery. Her knuckle looked terrible. It was swollen and it hurt her. And so I gave her PanAway. And this has been about probably 9 months now. But she applies PanAway once a day to her inflammation of the joints, and she does not have inflammation, and she's not even considering knuckle replacement surgery because she's able to manage the pain and inflammation with PanAway. PanAway is also good for muscle cramps. I often think about working out in PanAway. Bumps, bruises. This is another one that's good for headache. This is what my body responds best to. So I know if I get a headache, I go for PanAway. Oh, we already talked about inflammation of the joints. Okay. Joy. Joy is what I call an emotional oil. It's a blend of bergamot, ylang-ylang, geranium, lemon, coriander, tangerine, jasmine, Roman chamomile, pomarosa, and rose. It's a very floral scent. They say in the oil community, if you do not like the scent of an oil, it is because your body is in need of it. Well, I do not like the scent of joy for a long time, but I do like to diffuse this during the day. A lot of times people apply it over their heart. I'll diffuse this with peppermint. It's a very lovely smell, I will say that. But joy is it's alluring, irresistible fragrance. People wear it as a perfume, cologne. It promotes emotional and mental well-being. And it also helps relieve cramping and moodiness associated with a woman's monthly cycle. Okay, the next oil is Stress Away, and this is not in the Everyday Oils collection, but you do get this oil. It's kind of like a bonus oil, and it comes with a roller ball for those of you that would like to put the roller ball on it. But Stress Away is copaiba, lime, cedarwood, vanilla, and lavender. Stress Away combats stresses of life. It also reduces mental rigidity and restores equilibrium. You can use it for cologne or perfume. It smells amazing. It really does. I love the cedarwood smell in it. Excuse me. It helps induce relaxation, and it promotes a healthy circulatory system. It's a very, very nice oil. I do love it. I love to use it for a calming agent on my kids, a calming agent on myself. But like I said, it is a bonus oil that comes with the premium starter kit. Excuse me. Okay. The next is Ningxia Red. And just like Stress Away, you will get sample packets. Well, Stress Away isn't a sample. It's a 5 milliliter bottle. But you will also get Ningxia Red in the same pack Stress Away comes in. You will get 2 pouches, which is 4 servings. There's 2 ounces in one packet. But Ningxia is a powerful antioxidant drink containing whole Ningxia wolfberry puree. You can go ahead and read what's in it, but Ningxia wolfberries have been cherished for centuries for their health, energy, and longevity benefits. I have recently been a Ningxia believer. I kind of used it here and there, but just recently I've really been using it to help combat the cold and flu in our house. You know, if you think you're getting sick, and I know I've been saying this a lot, but you want to put good stuff in, whether it's oils, food, Ningxia antioxidants. Those antioxidants work in your body, and they fight the bad stuff off. And so just recently we were around illness. My mom got really sick, and the next day she was like flat. She was out. And so I was like, we're not going to get this. So I was doing oils. Our diet was really, really clean, and I was using Ningxia. And we did get something because, like I said, you will get sick, but it was not as bad as what my mother had gotten. So I do love Ningxia Red, and I am a Ningxia Red believer. Okay, this is the premium starter kit, and that's kind of what we went over. We went over the Everyday Oils collection. We went over the packets of Ningxia, Stress Away, and then you'll also get some sample packets if you want to share it with others. The premium starter kit is $150, and you get the home diffuser and everything. We're going to go ahead and look at some other options. The great thing about the premium starter kit and then these kits here, these will get you a wholesale account in Young Living. You will be a wholesale member. Think of it as buying like a Sam's Club membership, except you get something and for it in return. So a wholesale membership is 24% off all future purchases. Okay? So we talked about the premium starter kit, which is where I always recommend people start because I want people to get those oils and use them and practice and try them out instead of buying a littler kit and buying one oil here and there. But there is the basic kit, and that is, the Ningxia, the Stress Away, and then the sample packets. Then you have the basic plus kit, which comes with a diffuser on top of what comes in the basic kit. And then in the very middle, you have the premium with aroma bamboo diffuser. This is a $160 kit, so it's like an upgrade to the premium starter kit. We'll go over the difference in the diffusers. Okay, the home diffuser and the aroma diffuser. The home diffuser is $150 with the kit, the premium starter kit, and the aroma diffuser is $160. There are some differences, and I can let you read about them. But basically, the aroma diffuser has a timer, and it covers 30 square meters where the home diffuser covers 10. I will tell you, if you are looking into the aroma diffuser, you do have to use distilled water. Here are some resources. The pocket reference guide. If you're going to buy a kit, please buy a pocket reference guide. If you need one, I have lots of pocket reference guides sitting in my house, and I will mail you one gladly. It's $16 plus shipping, and I'm not 100% sure what shipping is. But if you need a pocket reference guide, I cannot stress enough how much you need this. You need this book. You can look it up by issue. So if you have a cough, you can look up a cough, or you can look it up by oil. So let's say, for example, like me, I had no idea what to do with Valor. I looked it up, and it told me what it was good for, and I then started applying it to the needs of my family. Gentle Babies is another book. If there's any mamas out there watching this and you're nervous at all about essential oils and your baby, buy this book because it addresses every motherly concern you could possibly want. Taming the Dragon is another book, and you'll see the lifesciencepublishers.com. You can order all those books from there. Taming the Dragon is an amazing book about hormones. I recently read it like 2 weeks ago. It talks about it's about hormones. That's what it's about. So whether you are a young woman or you have long periods, short periods, you have PCOS, you're struggling with infertility, menopause, this book is for you. So it's for everyone. I would highly, highly recommend this book as well. And then there's also the Inner Transformations book, and that's all about a cleanse that you can do. And it's a very, very gentle cleanse, and you're cleansing the toxins out of your body. Okay. Now we're going to talk about how do I sign up. For those of you who want a kit and you're interested in a kit, we want to help you in any way we can because it can be a little confusing online. I want to stop for a little bit and address something really, really quickly. If you have been introduced to essential oils, Young Living essential oils, through somebody else, please go back to them. Please go back to them and order a kit from them, okay? Young Living is an amazing company, and we just want to practice with integrity. And so I just want to be very, very clear. If you heard about Young Living from somebody else, please go back to them and order a kit from them. we have the event page up probably for a little bit, but Courtney has a link where you can just go, or you can click on the link and her number's already in. You want to make sure wholesale member is selected. That's so you get the 24% off. So make sure wholesale membership is selected. That'll get you the 24% off, and I think I just said that. But you want to select the desired kit. You're going to kind of create an account. Now I am going to tell you they're going to ask for your Social Security number. And I know a lot of people get really skittish. Here's why they do that. If you buy a kit, you love your oils, you tell your friend, your aunt, everyone under the sun how amazing these oils are and how they've transformed your life. You start talking about them, and you have the option of, I don't want to use the word selling, but you have the option of having people purchase oils from you, and then you will get financially compensated with Young Living for that. So they ask for your Social Security number so they can have it on file if they would need to send something to the IRS for taxes and things like that. So that's the only reason why they ask for a Social Security number. And after that, there is going to be, I think it's step 3, you're going to ask about essential rewards. Just skip that. We'll talk about that later. And after that, it will take you to your virtual office where you should see it in your cart. The kit's in the cart. You'll put in your credit card information, and then you'll hit purchase, and then it'll be done. And if you are a part of our Oily family, we love to have you. We love to support you. My main goal is that you're well educated, so I'm going to hopefully be doing these webinars maybe once a week, a couple times a month. I'll talk to Courtney about it. But my goal is education, education, education. I want you all to know what you're doing. If you have problems with anything, please don't hesitate to send me an email. My email is listed at the bottom of the page. So that is all. That is all. I want to thank you. I truly, truly hope that this blessed you. So with that being said, be blessed, and I hope to have you in my Oily family. Thank you, thank you. Good night.